generational happiness, legacy, whether it's within the marriage institution or without it. The main thing is positivity, healthy marriages, or just healthy relationships, legacy, and just states of being. So, we're going to talk about that. Next week's show, or the next show, would be, are you marriage material?
Mm.
Everybody is not marriage material.
Come on, taking the gloves off.
We grow up. We grow up observing people being in relationships or being married, whether it's good or bad. If you've grown up in the Disney era where you're watching the movies and everything is happily ever after, all you have to do is get married. All you need is love. Those are lies. That is not true. And marriage isn't for everyone. You're not just going to lay eyes on the one and live happily ever after. There's so much that goes into it other than love. So many things that you must navigate. And first, you need to begin with yourself. Are you marriage material before you can bring anyone else in to build with? Because that's what marriage is. Marriage is not just, oh, we love each other, we're going to get married and we're going to ride off into the sunset. You're building a legacy. You're building a business. You're building a relationship. So yes, that's what we're going to start off with on the next show. On this show, it's just all about getting to know us and the introductory, preliminary factors.
Hey, welcome in.
So hi, Queen B. Hi, Jessica.
Hey, good evening, CK. How are you? We got some people coming in. I'm so sorry. I probably didn't press a button, and y'all probably didn't see us. I apologize. We knew this.
Hey, sexy diva.
Hey, welcome in. How are you?
Hi, CK Ford.
Hey, Granny. How are you? So we're just going to say hello to a few people that's coming in. Thank you so much for the support.
Love has a lot to do with it, K. Wow. But it's not the only thing.
Yeah.
What they teach us and tell us. I remember when we were getting married and we were seeking guidance on what to expect, how to navigate through. And that's what people told us. All you need is love. As long as you love one another, you guys are going to make it.
Yeah.
And 2-3 years into it, we were like,
"Hi, what's happening?" Yeah.
Love ain't. Where's the magic? The love is not working.
Yeah.
What else?
Yeah. A lot of people wanted us. You know, when it came into the church, they wanted us. You know, you guys are together. You guys should just get married. This is that. Just go into it. And it's like, okay, all right, no problem. Boom. So we ended up, you know, just getting married. But you know, it just certain tools they didn't, they didn't like teach you. You know what I'm saying? Like you have to be, you have to prepare for, the marriage. You know, everybody gets so prepared for the wedding. You spend all this money on the wedding. You buy all of this. You get all the flowers and this. I spent thousands and thousands of dollars on a dress. And it's like, oh man, I'm so beautiful. And then when you get into the house, we're like, what we having for dinner? All your money is already gone. Excuse me, all your money is already gone. You never took time to actually plan the marriage, and that's what you have to do. You have to actually take time off to plan the marriage, before you actually really get into the wedding part. But that's some of the things that we ended up learning after we had already been married. You know what I mean? So it definitely was a learning experience for the both of us. But in the very beginning, I guess if I can just jump around, because this our show, we can do that. We can jump. We got. Oh, you want to say something, babe? I'm sorry. Okay. We met. How did we meet? We met through your sister.
Yes.
Yes. Her sister introduced us.
Blindly.
Yes. She blindly introduced us. Yes. She blindly introduced us. I worked security at a school that she worked at, and she was very nice. She seen us. She seen me all the time. This is that, whatever.
And had great rapport, great conversation.
Yep. all the time, just with everybody. And she was very,
He's
very.
never met a stranger, and he's very, very friendly and talkative. So
Yeah.
that's how that came about.
Those who know
Great
me
conversation.
know. Those who know me know I can I can talk a little bit. So, but yeah, she introduced us, and then I just happened to. I broke up with someone at the time, and she said, "Oh, she talked to me, and I told her about it." She said, "Oh man, that's sad. I'm gonna introduce you to my sister." And I was like, "Wait, what? Hold on, time out." She started describing her. She started describing her. So I'm gonna keep how she described her. To a dull roar. To a dull roar. Yeah. So. She
described my anatomy.
Yeah, she did. Yeah.
My posterior.
She described it to yeah. So as a guy, you pique interest, like, okay, I think I can do. Yeah, sure. So she gave her the number. You can take over from there.
I was at a point in life with dating where I was tired. My soul was tired. I had sworn off men. Not that I don't like men. I love men. I've always loved men.
Queen B.
But I was at a point with dating that I was tired. My soul was tired of the lies and the games and just tired. So I told her, I don't want to talk to anybody. I don't want to deal with anybody. I'm done for a while. I just want to focus on me and my son, because I had a son before I met him. And she came home one day, or when I came home from work, and doing the normal, getting ready for dinner, got the evening going. She's like, "Oh, by the way, you're going to get a call in 5 minutes. It's my friend, da-da-da-da-da." I was like, "Huh?" And this was in the landline era, before cell phones. And I had my own phone in my room. So she was like, "Oh, you're going to get a call in 5 minutes. Is my friend, and da-da-da-da-da. He's this tall. He's that chocolate. He's this. He's that. Answer your phone." I'm like, "I told you I did not want to date or talk to anyone. I told you that." She was like, "You just answer your phone." So I answered the phone.
Yes.
And our conversation lasted for 5 hours.
Yes.
Very first conversation.
Yeah.
5 hours.
Yes.
We talked. We listened to music.
What do we listen to, babe?
New Edition, Boyz II Men. We played video games. Him on his respective system and me on my respective system. Nintendo. We talked about everything. We talked about anything. And this was sight unseen. I hadn't laid eyes on him. He hadn't laid eyes on me.
Yeah, I thought that was the with me not seeing her. I thought that was like for me the best way to get to know somebody, because in conversation alone, a lot of people be on the phone talking about, "Man, I got 4 cars, I got all this jewelry, this and that," because you're creating this fantasy of what you want this person to realize that you have. But then when it comes time to showing exactly what you have, it's like, where is it? And you don't have it. You know what I'm saying? You don't have it. But I want it to be upfront, and I want it to be an upfront conversation. So therefore she could, see who, she can see who I was. She can visualize who I was before she actually saw who I was. Jessica say, "Did you, you dropped some Biggie when we hooked up." Yeah.
Yes.
So it was just like honest conversations, like what I like, what she liked, and things like that. Because at that point in time, you can make that choice whether you wanted to see me or not. And I wanted her to be honest. She was And I wanted to be honest as well, so that way when we met up, it wasn't fake, it wasn't facade, it wasn't just like, oh man, you're phony. I told her everything, that I had. I told her what I didn't have, what I was trying to do and things like that. And she told me, everything about herself. And and we talked about those things. So we decided not to
pursue romantically.
Exactly.
We could still be friends.
Exactly. And that's pretty much what it was. And I don't know how long it took us to meet, but I think
it took us 5 days.
5 days?
5
okay,
days
she remembered. I didn't remember 5 days. So 5 hours and 5 days. We talked for 5 hours and it took us 5 days to meet. Okay.
That's your number. That's 10.
Yep, that's 10. Wow, that's my birthday month is 10. I like how you did that. That's smooth. So you brought me something to eat that night.
Yes, I love to cook.
Yes.
So of course, when I met him, I brought him some of my lasagna, my famous lasagna.
Deli. See, wait till man's hardest.
Okay, through the stomach.
Yeah. That's what it was.
And of course, when I met him, I was like, this is interesting. I had a type, and he was not my type.
I was not.
But I wasn't his type either. He liked chocolate women.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. No. I mean, I do. Time out. Now, I've always talked about loving the red bones. Time out. Listen. All I'm going to say is, who know about the Jets? One of the Jets was my wife. Automatically,
yes,
and they were red.
Okay, that's famous.
Yes,
that's famous. We all got a famous red bone.
Yes, like. I said red bone all day.
We all got a famous red bone that we like
all day.
All day.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Now that was my type.
Yeah,
my type was a red bone. Mm-hmm. And when I met him, and I like him shorter, he was taller. But I'm like. That conversation, though, exactly, Rosemary. Interesting. But the conversation, though, is what, and the connection. Yes, red bone connection.
Yes.
But we moved past that.
Yeah.
We moved past that. If I had settled in on a type, honey.
It wouldn't have been.
I would have missed out.
Yeah.
And that's another factor in relationships and choosing, though, that people who you are attracted to is not always the best for you, or I should say, who you're most attracted to. Most of the time, the person that you're most attracted to is who you're least compatible with, and we be trying to make that thing work. But he looks like this, but she looks like that, and they're exactly this and they're exactly that, and you have nothing more in common other than that. Mm-hmm. So who you are most physically attracted to, you are 9 times out of 10 the least compatible with.
Mm-hmm. Yes. I'm seeing everybody asking, did Queen Bee make the shirts?
Yes. The shirts are Queen Bee.
Yes.
All Queen Bee. We gave her a concept and colors, and
she showed
this
out.
Is her creation. No,
she showed out. You still on timeout though? I'm just saying.
The magnificent creator, Queen Bee.
Yes.
And I know y'all see me flashing the nails. That is Nails by Brittany.
Yes.
We love our TikTok family.
We love,
we're not
you
trying
guys.
to turn this into an infomercial, but we love our TikTok family.
Yes.
What else?
Yeah. So I mean, pretty much in the beginning, we went out on our first date.
First date.
Yes. First date was at the movie. It's not there anymore, but it was called the Riviera. We went there and we saw City of Angels. Yeah, City of Angels. We saw that movie. We saw that. Then, we went
We went to Don Carter Lanes.
Went to Don Carter Lanes to play video games.
Play video games.
Yes. I let her win.
Because we love video games. And he's going to tell you that he let me beat him in Mortal Kombat.
I was being a gentleman. I didn't want to destroy you in the game. I didn't, you know what I'm saying? Because I was very good at what I did. I'm just saying. I was being a gentleman.
That's what they all say. They all say they let us win, but ladies, we know.
She got skills. She has skills. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna lie. She had skills, but you know,
on City of Angels, I cried because
if you haven't seen it, we don't want to give it all to you. But City of Angels was really good.
Delight's Digital Cafe said, "Who said I love you first?" I said I love you first.
Yes. Yes.
Exactly, Rosemary. LOL, finish him.
Oh no. These comments are going.
Oh, he's very proud of me to say that I said I love you first, because you know
it was. I honestly didn't expect it. When she said it, because I thought, I guess the thing was, the guys will say it first, or what I'm saying, things like that. But when she told me, wow.
Yes, KC Ford.
Yeah, wow, really? Wow.
And Jessica.
What? Wow.
Yes.
Wow. Okay. That's how y'all feeling? Yeah, but see, I like that one. I like that one. Yeah. So
yes. Somebody, Tracy from Cincinnati, says that was a long time ago. City of Angels, yes.
Yes, it was. Yes.
That was 23 years ago.
Yes.
Because we dated for 2 years and we got married after those 2 years.
Yeah.
Our wedding was not huge.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, sometimes you start off huge with the long, extensive guest list, 200 or more people.
Really? You gonna do that too? Okay.
And we whittled our guest list down to 75 people. Hey, LaShawna.
Hey, how you doing?
We whittled our 200 plus guest list down to 75.
And then I think we shrunk it down some more.
Yep.
Yeah, we shrunk it down some more. So yeah, it wasn't a big list. It was a big list, but toward the end, no, we had planned it out to be so big. We started to do a hall.
Yes.
We was gonna do a hall. We had the pastor's wife to help us out. She took us here. She took us there. She gave us ideas, and we got to a point where it was so much. It was so much that it was so much pressure, overwhelming. So the pastor
were like, we're just gonna forget it. We'll just go to we'll go to the courthouse
and call it a day
and be done. And the pastor was like, no, that's not how we do this.
Mm-hmm.
He was like, if you can't plan a wedding, how are you going to navigate a marriage?
Yeah. So he told us, he said, I want you to have it at the church. Don't worry about paying the church. All I want you to do is attend church. And I was like, that's it? Wow. Where did we go for our honeymoon?
West Palm Beach.
Yeah, West Palm Beach.
We didn't go far at all.
No.
We are in Miami and from Miami. And for our honeymoon, we were on the beach, West Palm Beach.
Yep.
Which is one of our favorite places to be outside the home is the beach.
Yep. And we were on the 10th floor?
On the 10th floor.
On the 10th floor, watch the sunset on the balcony, and that is all you guys get.
It was amazing.
Yes.
Our day was perfect. We have no desire to do the vow renewal or any of that. Oh, congratulations, Tracy.
Yes, congratulations.
22 years is amazing.
Congratulations. That's what I'm talking about.
So,
yeah. I think we jumped from our first date to when we went on our honeymoon.
No, we put the wedding in between.
Oh, we did?
Yeah.
Okay.
We discussed our first date, wedding, honeymoon, first child born together a year after that.
Yeah.
Shakira.
Was Shakira? Yeah. I had a dream about my daughter. To be honest with you, I had a dream that I was going to have a daughter. I knew I was going to have a daughter, and that was like a crazy dream for me. It was like I dreamt of a little girl and I was holding her hand. You know what I'm saying? So it was really cool to know that that I was going to have a daughter. And plus, I think I wanted one because my brother, he had all boys. And so I guess I wanted to have. Brother. I guess I wanted to have the first girl. You know what I'm saying? And so after that, after I thought I had the first girl, find out that my brother ended up having a girl later on, and I'm like, oh, so I do have a niece. Okay, well, nobody can see her, so my daughter counts as first. That's how I felt. So yeah, that's a shame. My dog is trying to get on TV, y'all. Forgive me, Sam. He's trying to get on TV, y'all.
Lights Digital Cafe says, when did you know you wanted to marry her? How many dates in?
Oh, basically, move this way. I'm sorry, y'all. Move. There we go. Wow, that's a very good question. After we dated, we dated, we were together. I think there was a period in time where we broke up for a hot minute.
We broke up for 4 months.
Yeah,
while we were dating.
Yeah, we broke up. But during that time, we still remained friends. We remained friends. Don't remember why we broke up.
We broke up because we had people in our business.
Yes.
He had people in his ear. I had people in my ear, and sometimes it was the same person.
Yeah.
A mutual supposed friend.
Yeah.
So that mutual friend was in his ear, that mutual friend was in my ear, and playing the two coins to the middle to the point where we didn't get along. Mm-hmm. That's why you got to be careful who you let in your circle.
Exactly.
And who you listen to.
Yes.
Because everybody that smiles and says they're for you, they are not for you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So
you definitely got to be careful.
Yes, K-Wow.
Yes, we got to be careful.
Yes, LaTanya, look at Queen B.
Oh my goodness, yes. You definitely have to be careful of who you have in your circle, especially when you're married, it's good you can keep people who are like you, like-minded people. You keep them in your circle. You don't want to be married and you got 4 single people in your circle, and then they're trying to give you, a single person can't give a married person advice on a relationship.
Not on a marriage.
Especially if they're single. They can't give you, because if they haven't had successful with their relationship, what can a single person give a married person advice for? There's no way. But not knowing, and there's not really anyone out here trying to give any directions or any instructions or tools. Exactly.
In our naivety, we listen to some single people.
Yes, that too, DJ. Yep.
Yes. So we learned.
We learned a lot.
Exactly. Everybody's not rooting for your happiness. So after the 4 months of being apart, a cataclysmic event happened. And I ended up going to him to talk to him. We talked about everything.
And that's when we realized, wait a minute. They said, what?
And so that's when we were able to put the pieces together to realize we had been bamboozled.
Hoodwinked.
And to keep that person out of our business and move forward.
hmm Somebody's asking a question. What up? Get divorced. Can you give advice so they don't make the same mistakes?
We are first time married and only marriages. We have never been divorced.
Yeah. We would.
If you are divorced and you're considering, is that the question? Can you give advice so they don't make the same mistakes? Yeah, keep people out of your business.
Most definitely.
If you want a mediator, go to therapy.
Mm-hmm. And then actually a question like that will definitely be something we'll cover on our next show, because you have to figure out exactly if you are
marriage material, because not everybody's marriage material. There are people out here who want spouses that don't want to be a spouse.
Yeah, exactly.
There are husbands that want wives and they have no intention of being a husband. There are wives that want husbands and have no intentions of being a wife.
I got the hard way, huh? Wow.
So, are you marriage material? We don't take enough time, and we're not taught to take the time to know ourselves, to learn ourselves, to know if we are marriage material.
I think he corrected his. I'm sorry. I'm asking if you would take advice from someone who has been divorced. That way they can say they learned from their mistakes. It depends. My thing is,
do we know anybody?
I don't think we really know anybody that is divorced. But the thing is, if it really depends on, why you got divorced. If you got divorced because you had a spouse who was cheating, but with our relationship, we don't have that problem. You can't tell us, what I'm saying, your advice is not going to work for us. It really depends on why you got divorced.
Because cheating is not our issue.
Right. No, we
already know that.
Exactly. So like I said, it really depends on what your issue was, and if we needed, what advice we needed. You know what I'm saying? Because
marriage isn't cookie cutter. Yeah. So advice can kind of be tricky sometimes. Your issues may not be my issues. What you want and what you went through may not be anywhere near what I'm thinking or what my goals are, what we're working towards. There's all types of couples. There are swingers. Yes. There are
like that.
Yes, marriage is working. You can't be afraid of the mandatory overtime. There are open marriages. There are swingers. There are monogamous marriages. Mm-hmm. There are polyamorous marriages. There are so many marriages. There are so many types. There are so many preferences. So if you have divorce, it could be for any number of reasons, but it could have nothing to do with us or what we think or how we live.
Somebody say that again for the people.
Yeah, marriage is not cookie cutter at all. And we'll get into that much deeper at a later time.
Hey, let me tell you this. She was ready to go in.
Marriage is what you make it. It's really an individual thing. Yes, there's certain principles that are the same. Love, commitment, and commitment means different things to different people. Some polyamorous people swear they're committed. Some people that are in open marriages swear that they're committed. We are completely monogamous, just me and him. Mm-hmm. It's been that way for 23 years.
Yes.
And we call our marriage committed. But somebody else can call their marriage committed that looks completely different. Right. So advice can be tricky depending on the couple, depending on their type of relationship and how they operate. So we come from a completely monogamous, me and him, no threesomes, no taking a break and I'm going to go cheat for a while and we come back. No outside babies, secret babies, where he's thinking my baby is his baby and it's really Mr. Man's down the street. Or he has another family on the outside and I don't know about it. We don't play those kinds of games. It's not our style. It's not what we want. And it's not what helps us stay together. Some people need extra things to help them navigate the marital plane.
Right.
They need an outside person, polyamory, or cheating is not a deal breaker for everybody. Some people's marriages get better because of the cheating.
Everything is different.
It's not one size fits all. It's not cookie cutter. What works for you is not going to work for me. And you have to know your style. You have to know what you want, and you have to create that dynamic within your relationship.
Exactly.
Now, he comes from a two-parent household. He comes from a mom and a dad that have been together 48 years. I come from a single mother home where she was a true player for real. So I've never been a true player for real because it's not what I want. Yep. But the things that I got to see, my mama was a don't take no mess, and his parents are very low key, low arguments, low key, and low communication too. They communicate. Their communication can be funny. Yeah. But my mama said everything that came to her mind, whether you liked it or not, whether it was nice or not, she didn't hold back anything. Whatever she thought, you knew it. And she didn't play, honey. So those are dynamics we had to work through as well, because you don't just marry a person. You marry their upbringing. So there's lots to unpack.
Yes.
And you have to be willing to do that work. So when people say, oh, marriage is work and you got to put in the overtime, like the sister said, yep. She is not kidding. Because you don't just marry the person. You marry their upbringing. And in a sense, and that's the sense in which you marry the family. Because you got to deal with the input that came with that person. Right. You got to work through the kinks. You got to get rid of some stuff. You got to relearn new stuff. And it is intensive. It can get intensive to the point of, okay, we need therapy. Because this is too much. Now, we have personally never been to therapy, but we have read therapeutic books.
Yes. And
the main book we read that put us on the path of wellness and health is by Dr. Robin L. Smith. It is called Lies at the Altar. If you have not read it, I don't care if you're single, I don't care if you're divorced, I don't care if you're married, please do yourself a favor. Pick up Dr. Robin L. Smith. She used to be on Oprah's show as one of the key therapists. Lies at the Altar. It talks about expectations, the lies we tell at the altar because we really don't know what we're getting into. Yep. And how the vows are so real.
Yeah, and that helped us a lot.
That helped us tremendously. Because when you're standing at the altar giving these cute vows, oh, for better or for worse, for richer or for poorer, in sickness and in health, you do not realize that you are going to be tested in every word you say.
Yep.
Every word.
Yep.
Every word. It's not just cute. You're standing there looking glorious. He's looking glorious. So all you can think of is the glorious life you're going to have together.
Yeah.
While you say these beautiful words. But honey, the tests come.
It made us realize when we actually read the book, it's like you read the book at a certain point in time in your life, whether it been 5, 6, 7, or 8 years into the marriage. Then once you read the book, it's like, okay, let me go back and like, damn, really? And you start thinking about the stuff that you did or the things that you may have done to hurt that person or whatever. And then it's like after we got to a point of after reading that book, after reading that book, we looked at it, we were looking at each other and said, man, I'm sorry for this. I'm sorry for that. It became like a release of everything that has happened in the past. And one thing you don't want to do is live in the past. But then when you having so much of this, you still stay in the past. Yes. And what a lot of people have to realize is that you can't have an effective future by living in your past. You can't. You have to move on from what you've been through in your past. You learn from those mistakes. That's why I say you learn from your mistakes, and that's what you have to do.
Yes.
In order to move on, and that's what we did. We had to move on because you hold on to this, you hold on to that. Remember that time you said this and that or whatever, and you start beating each other up. And you have to get to a point where you get to stop beating on each other about the things that you did or whatever, and you can never move forward, even in a different relationship. If you hold on to that, you try to get into a new, you can't hold on to what you've been through. You know what I'm saying? It's good to still have your, look out for certain things, but don't hold on to them. Don't hold on to them.
And you can't make your partner pay for your previous heartbreaks. If you were in a relationship and you got cheated on, now you can't be clocking your spouse talking about, well, where you been, what you been doing, da-da-da-da-da. Not the same person. Not the same person.
Yeah.
So that goes along with the unpacking. You got to help them unpack previous relationships, the trauma, the issues, the insecurities. You got to address them and let them know, I'm not Tina. Right. So if Tina cheated on you, look at me. I have never cheated on you. I've never given you a reason to doubt me.
Right.
So you can't be security on me.
Yes.
So
exactly.
It's a lot to unpack. It's a lot to do when it comes to the relationships. But Kay Wild made a great point where she said you have to like the person. You have to be in love. You have to like the person that they are. You got to be able to show respect. Respect goes very, very, very far. And it's not discussed enough. Respect goes very, very far. And it's all encompassing. If I love you, I will respect you. If I like you, I will respect you. If I respect you, I will listen to you. Listening to understand will take you the greatest distance. Yeah. Listening to understand instead of listening to respond. Because a lot of times you're letting them, a lot of times couples listen to each other just so they can get their point across. I can't wait to tell him how offended I am at what he's really telling me and how it really made me feel, when you should really be listening to how he really feels and what it did to him, so you can understand why he may have come at you a certain way.
Yeah. Because a lot of arguments, to me, that's what an argument is. When you have two people who just want to be heard and no one wants to take the time out to listen. So if you have two people who just want to be heard, you're gonna have there's your argument, because no one's gonna take time out to listen. So somebody has to be able to take time out to listen to what that person is saying, understand, put yourself in that position and be like, whoa, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what they really meant. It's like putting yourself in someone else, putting yourself in their place or in their shoes. Empathy. You know what I'm saying? You have to do those things. And once you do that, you start saying, well, wow. So after we did read that book, we started to, do things so differently. We don't, to this point today, we don't argue. If we get to a point where it's heated, we settle down, because we need to be at a point where we have to listen. And that's an argument for us, extremely rare, like rarer than like rare, because the last thing we want to do is to be mad at each other. We don't go to sleep upset,
Do not
regardless.
go to bed now.
Regardless of.
We're gonna talk it out before we go to bed.
We have to talk it out because you don't get good sleep. You just don't feel right, and it's good to talk. You have to talk. You have to communicate. You have to do those things, and of course we'll get into those things, later on. But we're here, so. But you have to be able to talk. You have to. Without that, without that.
Tracy from Cincinnati says respect can be tougher than love. Oh, ma'am, that's a deep and true statement right there. Ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, respect can be tougher than love. Yes, that's a morsel right there. That's a morsel.
Yeah, not listening to
Latanya Poole says, that's why I'm scared of marriage. But I've been in a committed relationship for 16 years. Feels like a marriage, damn it.
Oh, man.
It's individual.
Yeah.
If you never get married and you consider that a marriage to you, it's a marriage.
Yeah. Basically marriage is, piece of paper. You know what I'm saying? That's pretty much what it is. But
it's a contract.
It's a contract.
A legally binding contract. So you are in a business with the person that you marry. And that part is never, ever, ever discussed. Nobody says, oh, you're in business now. You married. But that's what it is.
Yeah, exactly. So you know what I want to do real quick? Because I know I probably didn't, press the button for you guys to see. I really want you to see our intro, but we're going to take a small break. So I want you guys to see, if you didn't see it, we'll take a small break to see the intro, and then I'll tell you about it.
We'll be right back.
Yeah, we'll tell you about it when I come back, okay? All right.
Through thick and thin, for better or for worse. After 20 plus years of marriage and 3 children, my parents are sharing their love, care, and wisdom throughout the world. Spreading this love won't be hard for them because it's simply in their DNA. I present Donnell and Angelique Jackson.
I love it so much.
Yes, we had to play it again.
Thank you to our amazing daughter, Shakira.
Yes.
For that beautiful, beautiful intro.
She did an amazing job. I took something from what Miss Jessica did for us, and then I told my
thank you, Jessica, for your input.
I watched it at work. I showed people at work just that part, and it was like, okay, there was some more. I said, no, that's it. Just it's a start. Be patient. Be patient.
Oh, Brittany. Don't do it to me, Brittany.
So it was
sexy diva. Y'all about to don't do it to me. Hey. I'm trying to keep my makeup on.
Oh man. So I told my daughter, I said, I have this. This is what I have. I said, we don't have anything else right away. I said, I just want to do a little bit more. I said, because that's just who we are, just,
yes, a little extra.
A little extra. So I just gave that to her, and she went. What happened?
Jessica say patience is a virtue in marriage and on this show. Damn it.
So, oh man.
Sexy Diva says, I'm a pimp. I'm trying not to cut these onions up in here. I'm losing.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, so she did it. She did it. She really did a good job with doing
amazing. That. She's a movie director.
Yes.
And this is her first feature.
So if you guys are business owners and need a commercial, please No, I'm just kidding. I'm not really.
Hi,
you guys,
Terry.
I'm just saying.
Welcome in.
Hey, what's going on? Good evening. Good evening. Yes. She yeah, she did an amazing job, and we really appreciate her. I think she did want to charge me $1,000 for it, but I brought it down a little bit.
Hey,
but
we have a lifetime of input. We can get a freebie.
Yeah, so we had to get a little freebie in there.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So that you guys will know some of the other things that we're going to be doing a part of our show that me and the wife discussed is that we're going to have at the end of each show, the wifey here is going to give affirmations. Would you like to let them know what you're going to be doing with your affirmations?
Affirmations are things that you can say to yourself, advice that you can live by, and food for thought.
Yeah. Also, what we're going to plan on doing toward the, since we're doing our show the second and fourth Wednesday, what I'm going to do on the fourth Wednesday, we're going to have what we're going to call a small business corner. The reason that we want to do a small business corner is that that's a relationship. Marriage is a business. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So everything, all of those things tie in together. So with us having that, we still get to do some of the things that we truly love to do, which is help other people. And in that aspect, talking with people and helping small businesses for them to grow, that's what we want to do. And at the same time, that person will give a tip on relationship, whether it be through business, whether it be through their relationship. They can give a small tip if they choose to, but I think it's going to be required. No, but but we just that's how we want to just extend our hand and as far as helping people and things like that. So that's something we're going to do. Plus, we plan on having. When I tell you, I have a whole bunch of shows up here. She has a whole bunch of shows up here. Yeah, we have so many different things that we want to do. So much material and content to cover. Yes, we definitely want to be able to bring on special people here and we will probably have group talk about certain things. You can email us your questions, concerns. I think I have our email address. Disclaimer. Yes, disclaimer. Listen, I wish you could zoom in. We are not clinical social workers or doctors. We are not legal advisors. Advice is for educational purposes only. Yes. So, the way I feel about it is that, you can't go. We love you too, Brittany. Yes. We can't go to a university. We can't go to a university. You can't go to a university and. Yes. The university doesn't have the experience and knowledge that we have. Yes. Years and years of experience, unlearning, relearning, and application. I thought you were doctors. We are educated. Yes. We're college educated. Yes. College graduates. Yeah. We are not doctors. Yeah, we are not lawyers. Right. Exactly. Our advice is not legal or clinical. Yes. Yes. Educational purposes. Exactly. So just definitely look out for. We have different plans on. Oh Lord. That is our oldest daughter. Come and say hello. Come and say hello. You might as well. This is the one that did our intro. Who says, I don't like my voice. I just don't. And yeah, so a lot of people say that you did an amazing job. We thank you on camera. We thank you. We appreciate it. Tanya says, I'm going to need a couch. You're going to need a couch. Oh Lord. And of course, see, don't be encouraging her, ma'am. So publicly we're gonna thank our daughter for doing such an amazing job. We thank you so much. We love you. We appreciate it. And you may have some other jobs coming because we have some business people who might need some commercials. So get ready. Yes. Get ready. You ready? Nail Beauty by Brittany. They can see me. They can see. You're live. Nail Beauty by Brittany. Queen Bee's Hustle.
It's Tracy Lilly.
Shoot, Jessica
On
might
the
need a
lips.
commercial. She might need a commercial. That's the producer. She might need a commercial. Shoot. And she said, somebody says, thank you, daughter. Thank you.
No problem.
Yes.
Miss Jessica.
She works for Fresh and Dirt.
Wait, are you snitching on me, dog?
She works for Fresh and Dirty Grits.
Oh, no.
Yes.
Our company name is Divine DNA.
Yes.
She works for Divine
Thank
DNA.
you, baby, for coming. Yes, she does. Yes, she does.
But
oh man, I was told that we technically have an hour, but if we go over, it's okay because I don't think nobody else is after us. But we're gonna try to be good. We're gonna
try to end on time.
Yeah, we're gonna try to be good. And what I'm gonna try to do is just try to remember some of the things that I'm supposed to remember because somebody told me, hey, it's your first time. It's not, hey, gonna be perfect. And yeah, it's not, it's not. So what I want to do is definitely have to support the lady who gave us this beautiful opportunity.
Yes.
Miss Jessica Dugas. I thank you so much.
Thank you.
Please check her out. Please check her out. There she is. And she can sing, guys. She can sing. Yeah, she can sing. She's gonna be on Project Joy on Monday mornings, Eastern time, 8 Central time, 7. Did I say that correctly?
Yes.
Okay. So she's gonna be there. So please check her out. She's awesome. She's amazing. She is. Also, because I'm trying to remember everything, Mr. Shiraz, Rewriting Reality with Shiraz. And he's going to be on every last Monday at 3 p.m. Eastern.
Every last Monday, 3 p.m., Rewriting Reality with Shiraz.
And we also have Miss Crystal. She is going to be third Tuesdays at 8 p.m.
Third Tuesdays at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time?
Yeah.
Is
it Eastern? Yes, Eastern Standard Time. So y'all make sure you guys check her out because she's going to be up. Okay, she's coming up there. I'm trying to get my face back on the TV. There we go. We're there. All right. So I'm learning this thing and I'm having a good time by doing it. So I know you guys love to see us and, love for us to be here. Oh, look at that. See, thanks for believing in us, Jessica. Thank you so much. Thank you. You made an awesome, you heard that.
Thank you, Queen V.
You made an awesome decision. What'd you say? What's it? Will be complete. Aw. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate that. K-Wild's message is still up there, and I'm trying to get her.
Jessica put a message up there.
She put a message up there too.
K-Wild put a message up there.
Yes, thank you, Jessica. Everybody's thanking you, Jessica.
K-Wild put a message. She said, we ready. Jessica put a message.
What's this? Yeah. Which one? This one? Yes. There we go. I had to find it. Thank you.
Thank you, Jessica.
Thank you. Okay. Well, we're going to go ahead and end on a good note and try to end on time today. But
try to end on time. We can go on and on, guys.
We can.
But we will save content for the show.
Yes.
This has been so much fun.
It has.
We have enjoyed being here.
Mm-hmm.
We have appreciated you being here.
Mm-hmm.
And this has been a blast.
Yes. And if you can see the banner at the bottom, if you want to get a text about the Breakthrough Show, whether it be for myself or Miss Jessica, please join that text. All the text messages are coming from Jessica. You won't get a random text message from myself.
And it won't be a lot of text messages like people that are selling stuff where they send you a text every single day.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Oh, they say they love us.
Thank you so much. We love you guys too. Yes. Thank you to our TikTok fam, DJ K Wow, Queen Bee's Hustle, Nail Beauty by Brittany, Sexy Diva 504. It's Tracy Lilly.
Yes.
Totally Me, Tanya.
We have Miss TK Ford joining us from Facebook.
Yes.
Appreciate you coming through.
Tracy from Cincinnati. Thank you so much.
Thank you, guys.
Cynthia Rose.
Yes.
Thank you for coming through.
Exactly.
If we missed you, it wasn't intentional. Believe me, we love and appreciate every soul that's here. Thank you so much. We've had so much fun. We look forward to pouring more love and positivity out.
All right. Thank you guys. Appreciate you coming.